So welcome to Learning the Hard Way, and thank you for clicking on this video. If you don't know and haven't been here before, this has been going on for a whole year. So firstly, where have you been? Secondly, if you want to catch up, there is a whole year of weekly vlogs and special episodes on our channel. So my name is Ollie and I am 28 years old. I run this vlog as a probably too transparent behind the scenes look at 3 different companies. Those are all 3 companies that I run, 3 companies that I founded, 3 companies that are all pretty young in their infancy and full of day-to-day nightmares. If you wanted a quick wrap up on our last 12 months and everything that we've been up to, well, you need to head to the last video first, because that's what we did there. This one, however, is all about looking forwards. So we're going to step outside now and talk about what we want to achieve and where we want to take these businesses over the next 12 months. We are, of course, at Hardwood Landscapes HQ, my amazing little landscaping company that, as a pretty lost, didn't really know what he wanted to do 21-year-old, this is what I started. One-man band. The reason I started it, largely, fundamentally, no major entrepreneurialism, was I wanted a dog. So started working for myself. It's not too glamorous, really. You would have seen in the vlogs, if you've been here this year, that we moved into this yard facility early in the year, and it has been an absolute journey making all of this happen and getting everything here. So from these mobile containers that we've bought and converted into our offices, to this area that we've converted into a car park, to the new access that we've cleared around, to a big barn that has been fully refurbished and restored to now make it fit for purpose and safe and secure for us to store our tools, machinery and equipment. Our plans here on this exact site for next year are pretty big. However, we are at the mercy of planning, basically. Planning and budgets, pretty good things to ruin anyone's fun, really. But this area we really are going to be transforming. We've had some incredible designs done by Adam Vetra, an amazing garden designer that over the course of the year we have had the privilege of collaborating with. He's been fantastic to work with. I'm almost tempted to say, and here is that design now. We haven't shown you the design yet. We went through a period on the vlogs of banging on about it, loads and loads and loads, and I know it felt like a massive tease, but hopefully you'll understand when you do see it why we couldn't show it all now. The planning permission is in, it's been submitted, and hopefully on the 4th of January, we're gonna get the thumbs up to move ahead to the next phase. We're pretty distorted by these silos and these big firs, but that's the barn that's been refurbished. There's this barn, which is currently a bit of a workshop, and another one just behind it that is just open-faced, used for sort of old tractor and tool storage from the farm. Both of those have now gone in for planning for a change of use application, so we have gone from agricultural to commercial, with the plan being, once that planning is approved, which should be under permitted development, so fingers crossed, no real hurdles, they are both going to be rebuilt, converted into our new sort of forever office home. So Hardwood Landscapes in its operations is going to be based here, and then also our design facility, our design capacity, that is something that's new, it's something that we're very excited about, is going to be based here. So we're going to have a really lovely showroom where all of our clients can come and have their gardens specified. Once those 2 are built, the plan is for them to be inward facing rather than outward facing, and for this whole area, this is where the design is going to happen. We're not going to tell you any more than that, because we can't really. I'd love to, but probably not the best idea, just because it isn't through planning yet. So currently, as you can see and hear, this is a shared yard with the farm. So our very lovely neighbours, our very lovely landlords, in fact, share this area with us. So this half of the barn, as you can see, is theirs, and then this half is ours. So another plan next year is we're going to be taking on that side as well. The reason we want bigger space here is the growth fundamentally of our maintenance offering. So that's a part of the company that you saw us introduce this year, and what it has given us is regularity and consistency with our cash flow. The landscaping team, which is garden construction rather than garden maintenance, has always been our core offering. That we actually have no real growth plans for next year. Now, I'm not naive enough to assume that things aren't going to grow and new people aren't going to appear. Of course they will, but you would have seen the last 12 months be incredibly aggressive in regards to the growth and the investment into Hardwood Landscapes. To be totally honest, it's been exhausting and nearly crippled us. Knowing that, paired with the market being the toughest that we've ever known it, yes, we are a young company, but it is tough. We've got a fantastic team that's very capable of delivering high-end projects efficiently to an exacting standards that we've worked very hard to refine. We're going to keep it working as it is and work to our strengths and make sure we can keep all of those fantastic staff busy for 2025. So to conclude with Hardwood Landscapes, my main focus for next year is to just refine our business and our professional networks. So by that I mean working with bigger and better designers who really value our service and don't see us as just a good company to throw in as part of a tendering exercise, and to make sure our projects are continuing to push and develop our portfolio, opening doors to even bigger and more exciting opportunities for our build teams. So with maintenance, we've had a fantastic few months of actually turning a profit, which is amazing for such a young company. Yes, it's been minimal, and yes, when you offset it against all of the losses earlier in the year, looking at net profit, well, it doesn't really exist. So what we are hoping to do is basically grow what we've already proved works. Find fantastic gardens and horticulturalists and pair them with beautiful gardens. It sounds easy, but staffing is definitely our biggest limiting factor. So the leadership structure and back-end structure of Hardwood Landscapes is something that we are continuing to develop and want to again really refine next year. You would have seen Matt this year stepped up to a director's role, and we want to really push him in that for 2025, essentially replacing myself within the business, freeing up my time to focus on other ventures. These other ventures are what I hope will yield a significantly higher return on the time invested in them. Firstly, a company that we spoke on earlier in the year that has seen little but consistent development throughout the last 12 months, and that is Gregson Homes. We are focusing on two strategies within that, and that is ground up development, which takes a long time. We also want to supplement that with a cash flow generating side of the business, largely why Robin now works here, my younger sister, and that is looking at property investing into HMOs, so houses of multiple occupancy, and that is finding and identifying houses that are suitable for converting into houses of multiple occupancy. So she is currently learning how to find and analyse and present those deals. If they suit us, we will take them. If they don't, we will package them and sell them to other investors. In doing these, they're much shorter term projects, and once complete, they generate good return on investment, good cash flow. That cash flow generated is what is going to pay for the operating costs of the much larger development company when those opportunities finally happen. It's actually through all of this that we've currently identified over 100 sites that fit the criteria for what we would like to build out. So we are now contacting those sites, and hopefully we get some decent responses. We're not trying anything new, it's tried and tested. We know it works, and it's all about patience. Property is a numbers game. So moving on to something that has received a huge amount of attention from the circles that know me and interact with me, and that is the acquisition of our Grab truck. It's going to be on the road in the new year in its new livery with all of the associated legals and licensing finally in place. It will be supporting both Hardwood Landscapes and Gregson Homes in their projects, as well as anyone else within our network. In supporting us and using that Grab, they of course support Calm as well, a fantastic charity, which is something I'm still very proud of. It's an amazing partnership. Donation link is of course in the description underneath this video. It plays a very small part in a significantly larger picture. Now I need to be very careful with what I say, and there really are very few people that know about the true business plan behind Grab, but we are working with an incredible local software development company, and we are launching in 2025, provided we manage to raise the right amount of finance, our own app and software within the waste removal industry. Now I can't talk about what it does or what it looks like or what problems we're trying to solve or who our market is. It has to be left very vague, but the trucks will be playing a relatively small part in the much bigger picture. Another thing that's occupied a huge amount of my time and focus through 2024 is me inviting a camera into the behind the scenes of what's been a pretty turbulent year in a little business. After a whole 12 months of doing it, the opportunities it has created, the conversations it has started have been incredible, and hey, we survived it. The company is still going and we're looking forward to hopefully a pretty prosperous 2025. This year largely we've been trying to just find our style with the vlogs. None of us really knew how to do it. We were a very new team to it all. We were a new team to working together, and I think the results have been pretty incredible so far. But we are going to be simplifying the vlogs, so simplifying our approach to them, largely because we want to enjoy them more. We found the style of editing is so labor intensive that actually the vlogs are coming down right to the wire, with everyone doing overtime they don't really want to do every Friday night, and it's just putting additional pressure on the business. We also want to continue to focus on monetized commercial opportunities, which we saw the first glimpses of this year, and we've actually confirmed our biggest ever project for next year. So something where we've got a real meaningful budget attached to it and we can justify investing into our vlogs. So the weekly vlogs are going to be a bit simpler, but they are going to be bigger and better than ever when we have monetized opportunities for commercial collaborations. Now, that doesn't mean we're selling out to advertisers. It means companies that we already work with who've seen the vlogs growing and seen how powerful that they can be. If they decide to invest in us or give us a little budget to create a video with them on a specific project, we absolutely will, and it will be amazing. So for the next year, what you can expect to see on the Learning the Hard Way vlog is, of course, Hardwood Landscapes, what has been the backbone of 2024 on these vlogs. We will continue to make sure it gets plenty of coverage. Gregson Homes, you will continue to see the development of Robin and hopefully her own team as that grows. Finally, Grab, something I'm incredibly excited about. Not just that the company excites me, but we actually have an opportunity to create a vlog behind a company that genuinely will be day one trading in the new year. Your first look behind the scenes at Hardwood Landscapes was actually 7 years into the journey. We've got an opportunity here with Grab to do it from day one, and I think that is pretty exciting. So thank you so much for watching. If you followed us last year, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And if you're here for the first time, I really hope you can join us for the whole of 2025. Hopefully a more stable year. Hopefully we're going to get a decent summer and things are going to warm up, and hopefully we're going to create some really fantastic content that gets all of you guys engaging with us even more.